Welcome to Blacklight Mass Incarceration Show. I am your host, Sierra Cobb. Blacklight Mass Incarceration Show is a space that is used to uplift the unheard voices of the criminal and social justice issues that many face today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy. Welcome, Blacklight listeners. Today we have a guest named Tyson, who is currently incarcerated in Green Rock in Virginia, and he is here to talk to us about why he's incarcerated. It's going to blow your mind about why he's incarcerated, but without further ado, I want to introduce Tyson.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on. So tell us about your story. Your story is kind of unique because we know that Virginia had passed a law that legalized marijuana, but you're currently incarcerated for marijuana. So tell us what happened.
Okay, I was charged in 2006 with possession with intent to distribute marijuana. I was put on probation, did the whole probation thing. They put it, at the time, that charge carried 1 to 10 years. They put 10 years of paper on my head. But every time I would say not to finish community service or I fail a drug test, they'll restart the 2 years probation and they'll restart the 10 years over your head. So when I finally did get into a lot of trouble in 2014, I got a revocation. So when I lost my appeal and everything, I got a revocation for the weed charge in 2018. And go to court and everything. I get sentenced to 3 years, 3 years, 320 days. So pretty much 4 years for possession with intent to distribute marijuana. And most people think that I had must have been a whole lot of marijuana, but it was only an ounce and a half. It's an ounce and a half of marijuana. And my lawyer pushed to get me the CCAP. The judge agreed I can get accepted to the CCAP, so I get accepted, go back to court.
Hold on. Tell us what CCAP is, because some of our people in the audience might not know what CCAP is.
Okay, CCAP is pretty much, say, a halfway house or it's a drug program pretty much. So instead of prison or jail time, they actually send you to a drug program. So I got accepted to do that. But when I go to court, the judge changed his mind, I guess, and he sent me to the 3 years, 320 days. I'm like, oh man, like on top of the time I already got to do, I got to do another pretty much 4 years, or an ounce and a half for a charge that's pretty much 10 years old. So I accepted. I did it, so I accepted. So I get shipped off in Nottoway, and I go to Gilman Correctional Center. And like 2 years later, 2021, 2020, they decriminalized marijuana. 2021, they actually allow possession of an ounce. And anything under, I think it's a pound, is nothing but a $25 fine. So I'm like, how am I still locked up for doing felony time for a charge that's now considered a misdemeanor? And then it goes as far as Republican governor for Virginia, Governor Glenn Youngkin. He does the budget bill, and he minimizes penalties even more, making my now possession with intent of marijuana, that is now considered a misdemeanor. And they went even further. Now they trying to expunge that off of your record for starting next year. But yet I'm still locked up.
So was that not retroactive? Was it not retroactive for the ones that were locked up already for that charge?
I'm not sure because the word in the bill, it says that the bill was passed on HB 2312. The purpose of the bill was to minimize penalties and to help those that have been most affected by the old marijuana laws. So who's more being affected than somebody that's locked up doing felony time for something that's never considered a misdemeanor?
Yeah, that is wild. And let me ask you this. So when you got caught, and you got caught with a little over an ounce and a half, did you have it bagged individually, or was it all in one bag? Because I know that a lot of times they get you with attempt to distribute when it's bagged separately. Was it bagged separately, or was it all together?
Yeah, that's how it was bagged separately.
Okay.
That's what made it possession with intent to distribute.
Okay. All right. But normally, I don't really know too many people that get like a felony. A lot of times they downgrade the charge. I mean, because it was just a little over an ounce and a half. I mean, I can understand if it was like a pound or something, but did you tell them it was for legal use, or they just automatically assumed you were selling it because it was bagged individually?
It was more so wrong place, wrong time. The county that I caught that charge in was Brunswick County out in Lawrenceville, Virginia. Worst county ever. And to get that much extreme, like I just finished my other time for Pennsylvania County. I had possession with intent to distribute cocaine, possession of a firearm by convicted felon, and possession of the cocaine with the firearm with the misdemeanor marijuana possession. With all of that, I only got 4 years, 3 months. But yet with this 2006 charge, possession to distribute with marijuana, I received pretty much 4 years for that. And that charge is, like I said, over 10 years old, but well over 10 years, almost 20 years old now. So it was just wrong place, wrong time. That county, and now, but things are starting to look better now. The now that judge and that prosecutor have now both retired or just been the prosecutor been replacing that judge have retired. So now I'm looking at different avenues of doing another habeas corpus after January 1st when the actual law go into effect to retail sale of marijuana. And I'm gonna shoot my shot again if they cannot get a motion to reconsider or just either get it vacated since they trying to expunge it off your record anyway,
Mm-hmm.
or get it modified like the bill said that it's gonna modify the penalties and hopefully that goes through.
Have you done any legal remedies, you know, prior to what you're going to do now? Have you done anything, tried to do any motions?
Yeah, I submitted a motion to reconsider and I submitted a motion to vacate. I submitted a motion to vacate. I submitted that twice. Um, I'm not looking at dates, but I think it was like October of 2022. So around this time last year, I submitted two of them. And I also submitted a motion to help pay off my fines. I never received a reply back or nothing. So now that judge, like I said, that prosecutor's going, I'm going to shoot one shot again and submit it all over again.
So they never even replied at all? That's crazy.
Never replied back to it.
That's wild. And you
But
have, have you reached out to any organizations?
I just found, I think it's Virginia Hemp Coalition. They the ones that's pretty much in charge of retail sales and just regulate the weed bill in Virginia. So I just saw the email. I just sent them email out last week about what avenues can I take or what's to be done about those that's still locked up. And even though they're charged, it's now considered a misdemeanor.
Right. Well, hopefully they can provide you with a lead way that can help you get out. How long have you been in there?
I've been locked up now over 5 years, 5 years, 4 months. So I pretty much did over a year for this weed charge already.
Did the good time bill? So I know y'all just had that good time bill, and I know they said they only let 30 people out. Did you not get any? Have you? Did you not get any good time credit?
Yeah, I received, but like I said, I'm doing pretty much over 8 years. So I still will have like a year left, even with the good time.
Unless you get a remedy, right?
That's why I have been using other platforms. TED Talk asked me to do something for them, so I have been doing that. Just trying to use whatever I can to get up out here.
Right. I know that's right. So what do you plan to do once you get out?
That's what I'm doing with the TED Talk. Like I already had a couple of good trades before I got locked up, but now because I picked up my ATF certificate, I learned how to weld and learn HVAC. So now I created a simple nonprofit that helps teach people how to better financial manage their money, how to budget, how to control, how to plan for retirement. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do. When I came to prison, I pretty much figured like I was gonna learn how to get my CDLs and learn how to cut hair. The stuff you see on TV, that stuff is not really offered in prison. So while I was there dealing, I wanted to learn my CDL, so I wrote up a lesson plan and presented it to the principal and the warden there. They actually let me start a plan to teach inmates how to pass the written part of the CDL test. I'm pretty good with just teaching and facilitating certain things, so that's what made me want to do my own nonprofit, teach you how to budget their money.
Yeah, that is a good idea because a lot of people don't know how to budget money. Why do you think that they don't have? Is that in all prisons, or is it that y'all really don't have enough classes, or is it just the ones you've been to?
Um, now they been to a lot of prisons. This is the only one. This is my first bid. This is my first one and only bid, and I only been to Norway for receiving. I was at Dillon for 3.5 years, and I been at Green Rock for 6 months now. And being at Green Rock, it's so hard to get into classes. Like they keep telling you, waiting list, waiting list, waiting list. I just wrote the assistant warden about that. What can I do to get into class? And pretty much from what I see, like I think it's only like maybe one prison in Virginia that do offer the CDL program. I don't think almost all prisons do offer the HVAC or electrician, things like that. But I know Green Rock offered drafting and AutoCAD, and I took some of that in college when I took drafting engineering. So that's why I figured I would love to figure that while I'm still got a couple months, couple years left,
But it's just trying to get in there, though, right?
just trying to get in there. That's the hard part.
So I heard that Green Rock has installed the kiosk to have video visits in the pod. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's gonna cause too much problems. The way they doing it, they doing 20 minutes in the pod. If you got a 20-minute visit, then you can do it in the pod. If you got a 50-minute visit, you'll still go to the visiting room. So it's like now they want you to spend $10 to have privacy.
Whoa. What you mean $10? What's the $10 for? The video visit
Um,
in the visiting room?
yeah, videos. The 50-minute videos cost $10. The 20 minutes videos cost $4.
Oh, that's a lot.
And it get kind of prison. That's one thing people don't realize. Like prison is expensive. It's expensive to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Not just taxpayers' dollars, but to actually be in here and live and stay healthy. Like it don't get expensive.
It
From the
does.
phone calls,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. And that is trickled down to the family who are already struggling in the middle of inflation. That's a lot to have a private video visit to see your loved one, which y'all are lucky because right now we don't have to pay for video visits. Our video visits are they have them in the visitation room, but they use WebEx. I'm sure eventually we'll be having to pay for video visits. But we only get 30 minutes and that's it. You get either a video visit or an in-person visit, and that's it. So if you pick the video visit, then you can't have an in-person visit until the following week. Um,
oh, that's crazy.
North Carolina crazy, I'm telling you. And
Yeah,
our phone calls is only 15 minutes. Like I think y'all get 20. We only get 15. So imagine how much
yeah,
money
they
we're
20.
spending.
See, I'm right here on the line. Like I'm being from Denver. My daughter was born in Durham, North Carolina. She stayed in Yanceyville, well, Reedsville, Yanceyville, North Carolina. So I've been in North Carolina a lot. I used to stay in Charlotte. I went to school down in Charlotte. I was on probation down there, and you got to pay to be on probation down there. Like that's crazy.
Oh, so y'all don't have to pay to be on probation in Virginia?
Nah, you don't pay to be on probation up here.
Man, listen, North Carolina will squeeze you for every dollar they can. Yeah, you gotta pay. You gotta pay the probation officer. If you on a monitor, you gotta pay for the monitor. You gotta pay for the
Yeah,
beacon. Like you literally have to pay your whole life away in North Carolina if you hurt any part of the carceral system. They're gonna make you pay. I know that's what we're trying to work on, but man, it's hard. It's hard.
that's why I wanted to do my nonprofit. I named my nonprofit NOR, NOR. They never or again. For the people that those that been to prison or the ones that never want to go to prison or go through something like that again. I want to really help motivate people and teach them what I should have been learning as a young adult coming up. From the prices of how much expensive prison can get to budgeting your money and knowing how to maintain and to just not giving up on education. Like I learned education is the key.
Mm-hmm.
When they think when you're 10, I could read, write, and count my fingers. So many doors open up here. So I really took advantage of my education and I didn't miss no class. Like yeah, I like working out, I like playing chess. But I made sure I went to class and I made sure I stood up front and let them know who I am. Like yeah, I'm going to the library. I stay in the library. I stay reading any and all books.
So, what advice would you have? Because I know, some people get to prison and they don't do education. They just kind of, I guess get in depressed mode. And so they kind of just mope around. What advice would you have for those who, are not taking advantage of the time that they have to further their education or even just to start education? Because there's some people who don't have education at all. Like they quit high school at a young age. And so,
Right.
you know,
I would say first, I would say anxiety, depression, PTSD, just all real. I never knew that until I got to prison. It might have been yesterday. Whatever the fuck, no, it was Monday, the 4th. I had a crazy anxiety attack, so it's real. I definitely know how y'all feel, but one thing for sure, this is not the end. We all got to release it. We all going home. Just treat prison like college. Go to class. Go to class, do the reps, do the work, take the steps. Educate yourself. Make a plan. You gotta have a plan. Never always plan. Like always continue to plan. And like the plan never fails. We fail to plan. Set them goals. Then just dig into it. Make it in detail your goals. Because this is not the end. And nobody wanna come back. Like my little brother would have been home 2 years now. He just got locked up last weekend. And now he pretty much might be charged with murder. But he's still young.
how old
He
is he?
went home without him. He's on 32.
So now he basically might spend the rest of his life in
Yeah.
prison.
He went home without a plan.
So he got out and basically was he hanging around the wrong crew or just situation happened and, that
I'm,
situation
I'm,
happened?
I'm real big on energy. Once you put out what you get. And when he went home, I talked to him a couple times. And just his energy on the phone, like, it ain't so much like this. You got nothing but time to think and really mastermind things. And I felt like he didn't take his time. And when he got out, everything just bombarded him so fast that he just went with the flow of things. And it just led down the wrong way. And I was just looking at these pictures he had sent me since he went home. And it went from him sending me pictures of him and his family, him and the kids, and then he sent me pictures of him hanging out with his friends. And that's just what it escalated to.
Right. Well, Tyson, I appreciate your story. You're always welcome back on Black Light if there's, other things you want to talk about. But yeah, man, stay up and keep doing what you're doing. Something gonna happen. Something gonna give.
Most definitely. I appreciate you. I appreciate the platform. I appreciate what you're doing out there. And I thank you for that.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too.
Bye bye. So thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Your host, Sierra Cobb. Take care.